Hello there, Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we took down Veilstone City's gym leader, and in today's episode, we're going to continue out of here and see if we can help out Dawn. Now, the last gym was actually pretty simple, I would say, you know, going up against electric types when we have a lot of ground types made it really easy on us. And I'm expecting the next one to probably be a little bit tougher. I think we caught our break here. The game finally, you know, gave us a little bit of a break, and it was like, here you go, you know, go through an easy gym. Marth should be able to crush it. You'll be good. And that's exactly what we did. Now, I'm actually excited to make our way to the next town and begin exploring routes again. I feel like we haven't caught that many Pokemon in a while, so hopefully we'll be catching a few today. But first of all, we're gonna go ahead and team up with Dawn. That is what we need to do. We need to get things started. I do have Speedy Jr. up in front, so we're gonna be good to go. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. Happy Monday to all of you. I feel like Mondays are always a little bit stressful, but you know, once you push through them and realize that, you know, it's one more day that you've knocked out of the week, it gets a little bit better. And I think that's what I've been trying to think about. I woke up today a little bit tired. I was like, something about Mondays, it makes you not want to get up. But you know what, if you push through it a little bit, you can actually get a lot accomplished, I would say. Now, as I was saying that, I actually went for an Earthquake on Speedy Jr., and it looks like I've actually KO'd every single Pokemon that was located here, so good for us. A couple of you guys were wondering why I went ahead and learned Earthquake this early on, and it's because of this type of stuff. You can, like, triple KO Pokemon and make battles a lot easier. Now, it wasn't my intention to actually knock out Dawn's Pokemon, but I guess, you know, casualties happen here and there. Of course, it would be a Zapdos. Now, I won't be able to do much to that. But you know what? I'll be able to knock down the Flareon. And then we'll have to figure out how to take down the Zapdos. I actually have a lot I want to get accomplished today. As I said, I want to make my way to Pastoria City. Now, that's where everything seems to be happening right now. It seems like Team Galactic didn't get a lot accomplished here in Veilstone City, but it looks like they've moved their stuff to Pastoria. So I'm excited to get there and, you know, take care of everything that we need to. I think it's going to be a lot of fun once we get going into there. The Flareon went down as well. Now we just got to go ahead and take down the Zapdos. It always seems like it's the legendaries that give me quite a bit of trouble. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and switch out. We're going to bring out Map. Map's been crushing flying types and electric types and everything and ice types. So you know what? This is why we need to have Map around. Once in a while, Map comes in very handy. I forget that Map is a female too. I forget how many female Pokemon we actually have on our team right now. It's kind of funny. You know, it usually seems like trainers in the game and your rivals will have Pokemon kind of going with their gender. So it's kind of funny that we have a bit of a mixed match team because we're just kind of using everything that has been given to us. We're just using any strong Pokemon that are just given to our team. With that though, the Pidgeotto almost went down, and this battle actually took a little bit longer than I expected to. Hopefully things will pick up after this one because, as I said, there's a lot we need to do. With that, the Zapdos went down though. Not that hard of a battle. You know, this is the pros of having a Speedy Jr. that can just take down even your own, you know, allies Pokemon. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and forget Mud Bomb for Yawn though, and then we'll be able to continue on, guys, and you know, we'll be able to explore a little more. We're also getting a couple exciting items today, which was what I'm looking forward to. It's been quite a while since we've had the chance to travel around this area with a lot more freedom, so I'm actually excited for everything that's going to be coming up. With that though, we went ahead and defeated the Team Galactic Grunts. So Dawn, I hope you're excited about that. I hope you know, cook me a nice Monday night dinner. You know, I could go for that right now. I gotta tell you guys, I would definitely go for something like that right now. So now that we've gone ahead and got Dawn's Pokedex back, we can maybe continue onwards and explore a little more. But look who it is. It looks like our man Looker is also going to be exploring a little bit about Team Galactic. And now, you know what? I keep thinking about all these Team Galactic warehouses and all these different places that they have. How do these guys come up with this much money? Are they actually stealing that much Pokemon? Or, you know, is their criminal, you know, whole thing they have going on actually a big business? I've been thinking about it a lot because these buildings don't come cheap if you think about it, and it's almost every single town that we've been going to that these guys have a building there. I don't know how the heck these criminal masterminds are getting this done, but props to them here in this Pokemon game. And it looks like we also found something special. Now, this is what I've been waiting for quite a while, guys. I know that this is going to make our adventure much easier, and it'll actually allow us to backtrack and catch any Pokemon that we need. With that, we went ahead and obtained HMO2 Fly. Very cool. That HM is definitely definitely going to help us out in our adventure. And now that we've gone ahead and done that, that's pretty much why they make you go through this whole Team Galactic thing here in Valestone. It's just so you can go ahead and get HMO2 Fly. I'm going to heal up our Pokemon, and then we'll be making our way out of this city. Finally, I feel like we've been in Valestone for a while, although we really haven't. I think we've spent a lot more time in other towns before than Valestone. How's it going, Nurse Joy? I like your little tiara you got going on today. Happy Monday to you too. Start of a new week. I hope you get through your week quite well. With that though, guys, we are now ready to make our way the heck out of here. I believe there's one more little thing I want to explore though. As you guys can see, this is the Galactic Valestone building. As I was telling you guys, these guys have, you know, a lot of crazy buildings going on. I don't know how the heck they can afford it, but I guess that's none of my business. We're just here to take them down. Now, let's go ahead and get out of here then and make our way to a new route, guys. With that, we have arrived at Route 214, and that does mean we can add another Pokemon. But before we go any further, we're going to have a battle coming up. In order to make it through all of our battles today, I'm going to go ahead and speed them up. So here we go. So there we have it, guys. Pretty simple. Now, if I remember correctly, there are going to be Pokemon popping out at us. Pretty much any single little turn we take now will lead to a Pokemon popping out at us. So we just gotta be a little bit more careful. And let's go ahead and explore inside of the Ruined Maniac Cave. We found TM28 Dig, though. That's a really good move to find. So if anything, we picked up, you know, a move that's gonna come in very handy. Now, I'll have to figure out what Pokemon I want to teach that to. Since Speedy Jr. already has Earthquake, maybe I could teach that to Woody. I think Dig on Woody would be pretty good. We'll figure that out as we get going. But let's go ahead and get out of here. Now, I'm not even sure if I could catch a Pokemon inside of there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this is Route 214 as a whole. So I'm just gonna catch a Pokemon, you know, here in Route 214 in general, so we don't have to worry about all the stuff happening inside of caves and all those crazy things. Regardless, our team is looking really, really good right now, so it's not like I'm, you know, desperate for Pokemon to be added to our team. I feel like I'm just gonna focus up and try to make it through with the team we have now, because hopefully this team will be able to stick it out all the way through the Elite Four, and, you know, as we get closer and closer to the end of this adventure. So I'm hoping that these guys will be able to do it. There's a lot more trainers in this route that I actually expected than I expected, so I'm gonna try to dodge as many as I can, but you know what, once in a while we'll have to take them on. Okay, that was a little more simple than I expected it to be. I guess I expect these routes to be a little bit harder and more challenging since they are a randomizer, but I have to expect once in a while for it to just be normal Pokemon. Okay guys, so since we are here in Route 214, as I mentioned to you guys, we can catch another Pokemon, and it's just gonna be a matter of deciding where exactly I want to run through to find this Pokemon. So it looks like we're about to enter Lake Valor. Lake Valor should open us up to catching another Pokemon as well. So regardless, we are hopefully going to be adding at least one new Pokemon to our team today. Let's go ahead and run around then, and let's see what type of Pokemon it's going to be. With that, guys, really a Graveler has appeared. I'm not sure if that's the Pokemon that actually appears on this route, or if that was really just randomly, you know, chosen for us. Now, let me see how much damage I can actually do to this guy. That's what I thought. I didn't expect to do a whole... What the fudge, man? He's gonna go for a self-destruct, so we can at least hope that Marth survives that. Yeah, we're good. And that kind of sucks. That pretty much takes our encounter here in Route 214. And there we have it, guys. That was about it. That's kind of sucky, but we can't catch the Graveler if it's just going to sit there and self-destruct. Let's see what other type of Pokemon we could have found this route then. A Rhyhorn would have been a really nice addition So that kind of sucks. I wish we didn't bump into a Pokemon that was just going to self-destruct on us. Now, I remember that you guys actually mentioned that to me way earlier. You guys told me that we could bump into Pokemon that would have self-destruct and to watch out for that. So, you know, at least I was mildly prepared for that, because it would have really sucked if I would have had another Pokemon up in front, and just imagine if that Graveler would have just took us down just like that. One of these 6 Pokemon that we have worked so hard to add to our team. Let's continue going on though, and I think we have just about entered Valor Lakefront. So very nice. We can definitely run into another Pokemon here since it is another area. So let's go ahead and see what we bumped into this time. It's a Nosepass. We've actually been seeing Nosepass from the beginning of our adventure, so I'd have to give ourselves a little bit of props for finally bumping into one here as well. I feel like this is one of those Pokemon that has been wanting to join us for quite a while now, and you know what, I don't mind that at all. Let's see if we can weaken this thing down then. Now, I have a little bit of a strategy in mind. Now that our Pokemon have reached the level where you could say Dragon Rage isn't going to do that much damage to them, I feel like Rhaegar is actually going to be one of the Pokemon that can help us catch, you know, them a little bit easier. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Thunder Wave on it, paralyze it, and then just go for the Dragon Rage, and I think that should do enough damage to be able to catch this guy, or at least to be able to switch to a False Swipe Pokemon, and then once we do that, we're gonna be set. I feel like our Pokemon are coming, you know, from all over the place, and we built a good enough, well-balanced team that hopefully we'll be able to catch anything that comes at us now. As I said, we do have a bunch of strategies. Let me go ahead. Wow, it's really going to make sure we can't run away, huh? I'm going to go ahead and go for the False Swipe. As I was saying, though, we'll have to see how much damage the False Swipe actually does not do that much damage, which is just a little bit surprising. So maybe 2 or 3 times of using it, and we'll be able to catch this Nosepass. Now, I just want to make sure that we can catch this guy, so I'm going to just lower him to the best of our ability. I can't believe he actually paralyzed us as well. I feel like this Nuzlocke, this Randomizer Nuzlocke, these Pokemon use their heads a little bit more than a normal playthrough of the game. These Pokemon just seem to be a little bit smarter, something that I've kind of realized. The trainers in general are just using their heads a little bit more. Let's go ahead and throw out the Great Ball then. And let's hope that this will actually catch this Pokemon. I think we should have this Pokemon in the bag. With that, guys, there we have it. Nosepass was caught. So very cool. That was a really, really simple catch for us to do. Let's go ahead and give this guy a nickname then. I really want to explore Valor Lakefront. He's the Compass Pokemon. It is a rock type. We have so many rock and ground types and grass types. We really need to diversify a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and call this nickname, call this Pokemon something random. Give it a nickname that I've kind of just been thinking about. I kind of just came up with it. Now we're gonna go ahead and call this Pokemon N-O-E-S, so like Nosepass, but spelled differently. So with that, guys, Nose has been transferred to the PC, and now we can actually continue on and explore Valor Lakefront. So let's see what this place is. Who are these people?
The Pokemon of the lake won't come out if it senses people. We're lying ambush for it here. They say there's a legendary Pokemon in this lake. I aim to capture it on film like I've done before. It was me who filmed that red Gyarados
at the Lake of Rage. That's actually really impressive. If you guys remember, that's back in an older region, I guess you could say, back in old Johto, and we have made it to Valor Lakefront. Now remember that Valor Lakefront is a bit of a weird place actually, so it's just a little bit different. There's not a whole lot that we can do here, even though it looks to be a pretty sizable area. So we're just gonna go ahead and pretty much make our way out of here as fast as we can. I always see this place and I think if a zombie apocalypse hit the Pokemon world, this is what it would look like, because it is just so empty. But in a weird way, it's kind of a relaxing area. You know, it's still one of those areas when you see it, you're like, this is really nice and relaxed, and you can just sit back a little bit and enjoy. But in a weird way, where are all the people at? You know, we've been to Jubilife City and these cities that aren't even as big as it, and it makes you wonder what the heck happened to all the people here. But who knows what that could be. With that, we are at Route 213 though. As I said, there isn't much to do here, so we're just going to continue on. I am trying to make the push towards Pastoria City. That is my goal for today, to make it there. And I think once we make it there, guys, we'll be able to make it anywhere. We're going to have another battle though, so here we go. Okay, so that was a little bit easier than I expected it to be. Let's continue running out of here then. I know that these guys are probably going to be trainers that we can battle. As always, I'm going to try to dodge as many trainers. I've got to put myself here in a corner. All right, what do I need to do? What do I need to do exactly? This is the Dr. Footsteps house. What the heck? Dr. Footsteps house. Let's head inside then and see what this guy has to tell us. Maybe we'll learn something.
Pokemon are quite easy. I need to only see their footprints and their innermost thoughts are revealed.
Okay, so he wants to check out our Torterra. That's kind of cool. Let's see what our Torterra has to say about us then.
Some wild Pokemon frown upon others for traveling with people. They jeer that the goth Pokemon forgot how to be wild. They just never met a trainer who could be a great partner like Rodri, in other words.
Oh, very cool. So it looks like our Torterra actually really likes us. And I gotta say, that's really cool to see. It's kind of strange that for some reason it always puts up the Torterra too. But we're gonna go ahead and take on this person. As I was saying, it's pretty cool that it always puts up the Torterra for some reason. Now, I don't know if that's just the Pokemon that I've probably used the most, or if that's just the Pokemon the game chooses to use. But it's kind of funny that it chooses the Torterra for me, because it is a Pokemon that's so close to my heart. With that, though, guys, we're gonna go ahead and, whenever I see a berry, I gotta pick it up. I gotta get these berries. You guys have seen how handy they've actually come in our adventure. With that, though, guys, it looks like we have officially made it to where I want it to be. So we have arrived here in Pastoria City. Now, this is where everybody says things are happening. As you can see, there's a Team Galactic grunt right up here at the Pastoria Great Marsh. It also looks like we can take a picture, so that actually looks quite nice. But I'm gonna go ahead and heal up our Pokemon before making our way to the gym. Now, I do remember Pastoria City, guys, so no worries. I am prepared for what's coming up. Also, you know, once again, always thank you guys so much for your tips and your comments. They're always great to read, and I always have a blast, you know, reading up on how you guys are doing in your own adventures, or what you guys think, you know, I should be doing here in our Randomizer Nuzlocke. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and make our way to the Pastoria Gym. Pastoria Gym, as I like to call it. Let's go ahead and actually explore it a little bit and see what is in store for us here, guys. As we enter, of course, Barry has gone ahead and stopped us.
Whoops! Hey, I'm not always gonna plow into you every time we meet. So how's it going, Rodri? Buffing your Pokemon, eh? I'll test you and your Pokemon out.
Here we go, Rodri versus Barry. So let's go ahead and take on Barry and his new squad of Pokemon. So he's got 4 Pokemon ready to go. His first one is a Drapion, level 34. Okay, so our Pokemon are a little bit behind on levels, if I have to say so, guys. If I have to be the one to point that out, we might be just a tiny bit behind on levels. But what can I say? I might actually have to train our Pokemon quite a bit. I just didn't expect it for us to make it to another gym so quickly. It's literally took us no time to go from city to city, from gym to gym. It must be because our Pokemon are so well trained up. This guy is gonna go for the toxic spikes. Really though, he's actually gonna throw out the toxic spikes at us. I mean, you think this guy was trying to have a friendly battle, but you know, once they're throwing out the toxic spikes, these guys are taking it serious. Barry doesn't want to lose this battle whatsoever. This man's trying to prove himself a little bit, considering how many times we've actually defeated him already. With that though, the Drapion's gonna go down. So, pretty simple so far, I would say. Next up is a Crawdaunt. I should probably switch Pokemon for this, though. I think that Speedy Jr. would probably be the best call to go up against his Pokemon. The only problem now is that we do have the toxic spikes that are going to be affecting us. I don't like seeing our Pokemon, you know, getting poisoned, because it makes it a little bit annoying, and you just have to hope that they don't get weakened enough, you know, before the battle's over, so that you can make it back to the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna go for the Razor Leaf, though. That should do a bunch of damage to this guy. Oh, yeah, that actually did a bunch. I bet Barry's getting a little worried right now. I bet this guy's, you know, shaking up a little bit, guys. So let's see if we can finish off this Crawdaunt. I'm actually more worried about the poison, if anything, because it's doing a lot to us. The poison alone is probably doing a majority of the damage that we're taking in this battle. So I just gotta hope for the best and hope that the next couple Pokemon coming up will be something that we can handle. So the Crawdaunt went down. We gained a bunch of XP. Let's see what's going to be coming out next then. Oh, Speedy Jr. Don't get poisoned that much, my man. Next up is the Stunky. So I am going to switch out. I am going to go ahead and bring out... Let's see. Who should I bring out? I'm going to go ahead and bring out Marth. I think it's not, the best choice, you could say. But Marth has, some moves that are definitely going to be effective on this guy. So let's go ahead and take it down. Plus, I don't want any more of our Pokemon getting poisoned. I think we'll be better off if we can just, take down Barry in a nice, clean battle and keep our 6 Pokemon before we go into the gym. The gym are always the most difficult part, guys. So I'm just hoping for the best here. That actually did a ton of damage. And with that, guys, the Stunky is going to go down. I didn't expect Marth to do that much damage. I know a lot of you guys have been telling me lately that Marth is probably the one, weak link in our team. But honestly, I feel that Marth has been doing a really good job, and I'm kind of happy that we picked up Marth early. Now, I'm going to go ahead, and you know what? You know what, guys? This is the last Pokemon we're gonna have to battle, so let's just go ahead and take on this Nuzleaf then, and I think we should be able to take it down. I'm not too worried about it. I think Marth should be able to do it. I like how Barry's like, oh yeah, I've noticed your Pokemon have got really strong, and you've trained them well. Thanks, man. I mean, it's only took a lot of effort to make sure our Pokemon don't end up fainting and we lose them in our adventure forever. Speaking of that, I should probably use a Moo Moo Milk on Marth. I am not risking it anymore, especially when Pokemon are 7 levels up on us. 7 levels up on us. Quite a bit. I gotta tell you guys. We thought some Pokemon were out leveling us before, but nowadays, I definitely need to do some training before this gym. If, Barry over here has a level 36 Pokemon and had a hard time at the gym, I'm definitely going to need to do a little bit of training before going in there, because it would probably just end up being a complete mess. We'd probably end up losing a bunch of Pokemon, and that's just not something that I'm planning on doing. That's not something that I want to do. The Nuzleaf went for a Tri-Attack, really? How much damage is that going to do to us? I'm actually not even sure. Hopefully, we'll be able to tank it out. There we have it, guys. See, we're good. We're good. No worries. I'm going to go for the Wing Attack. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Okay. I am probably going to go ahead and switch out Link after this then, because this is way too close for comfort, or we're just going to knock out the Nuzleaf. So with that, guys, the Nuzleaf went ahead and went down, and that was very, very simple of a battle. We gained a bunch of XP. I mean, it wasn't that simple, but we at least managed to do it. What just happened? We got 7,200 for winning, and it looks like,
hey, yeah, maybe you did get a bit tougher since last time. That even shocked me a bit. So yeah, I got beat because I was careless. Oh yeah, I've joined Mr. Wake as an apprentice. I won my own theme song.
With that, see you later, Barry, and we're actually going to continue things from here next time, guys, because I've realized that our Pokemon are going to need quite a bit of training in order to take on the next gym, so I'll be going ahead and doing that training off screen. I'll let you guys know if anything crazy happens, but usually the training's pretty simple. Also, give me some tips and some comments. I believe we can still catch one more Pokemon on the route outside of here, so just let me know, guys. Once again, make sure you give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. I'm gonna be sitting here taking some pictures. Goodbye.